So, Jackie, tell me a little bit about what you do. It sounds like you have quite the exciting career.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a really nice way of putting it. Sometimes it doesn't feel as exciting because there's a lot of ups and downs. But yeah, I'm a singer songwriter. I primarily, I guess you would say, my music is like pop music. And yeah, that's the gist of who I am and what I do.
Nice. And how did you get started in the music industry?
Sure. So I actually only started about 3 years ago. I was always into singing. I loved singing. It was something that I pretty much have done since I could talk. But I never really thought I could do much with it, to be completely honest with you. I just was like, oh, I love it. Like, it's my favorite thing ever, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything with this. So I just kind of pushed it aside. And as I got older, I realized I couldn't kind of like hold it back anymore, that kind of thing. And so I started taking voice lessons with an amazing woman named Jess Hudak. And she inspired me to start songwriting. So I wrote my first song with her. I wrote my whole EP with her. And that was about 3 years ago, maybe a little less than that, but that's kind of how it got started.
Very good. And tell me a little bit about what you've written so far.
Yeah, sure. So, so right now, I have an EP that was released in March of 2019. It's called Wildflower. It's 5 songs that are all very much about self-growth and realization and, just kind of coming to grips with reality, but with a twist of encouragement and positivity. At least that's kind of how I like to look at it. And then I also have another song that I released earlier this year in January, which was my first release since the EP. And that's a song called On the Move, which is about, it's funny because that song, it was not intended to be, but some people have thought it was like kind of country. But I feel like there's like elements of different music genres in there. And then most recently I put out a song called Can't Quit You, which is kind of a fun pop tune.
Sounds like something we could all relate to on
Yeah,
some level or
hopefully.
another. Yeah. Yeah. And what inspires your writing?
Sure. So everything that I write about is definitely about something personal. It's about something I've either experienced myself or something I have felt or I just feel like since I'm still such a relatively new songwriter, I feel like there's still so much I want to say and kind of release. And in a way it's cathartic to be able to kind of express yourself through music when you spent your entire life kind of like holding it back. So yeah, I think I'm just like going in circles. I don't know if I answered the question.
No, you're good. You're good. And tell me a little bit about who you'd want to collaborate with if you had the chance to do a collaboration.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, I love collaborating. Like I primarily write music, like I write lyrics and melodies. So I work with a lot of actual super talented musicians. So because of that, like I do a lot of collaborating as it is, but like, are we talking like on a big scale? Like if I could like collaborate with anyone?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, good. Oh my God. That's a great question. Oh man. I feel like I have 2 answers to this question. So,
As many as you'd like.
okay, perfect. So, excuse me, I have a little bit of a tickle. So I would say in terms of kind of current mainstream pop culture, probably Lady Gaga. I absolutely love her. And I feel like she would push me and push the envelope of like what I could do. So that would be like an insanely incredible way to get out of my comfort zone is to work with somebody that kind of like big and out there, talented. And my all-time favorite band is actually, I don't know if you'll remember them. Some people don't, is a band called Hanson.
Yes, yes, I love Hanson.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I am a huge Hanson fan. I've been a Hanson fan forever, and I literally love their songwriting. So to be able to collaborate with my favorite band of all time would obviously be Incredible.
My best friend is gonna love you. One of my best friends, because she's the biggest Hanson fan ever. She's been on like every single one of their New York concerts.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge Hanson fan.
Yeah.
Hanson fans. People don't realize that they're still out there making music and they're still doing their thing, and I love it.
Who's your favorite?
Gosh, I mean, when I was younger, it was definitely Taylor, because I was like, oh, Taylor's the cutest. He's the lead singer. I don't know if I have a favorite now though, but I really think they're all great, and it wouldn't be the same. Like if one of them wasn't in it, like it just wouldn't be the same like chemistry,
Exactly. And what's your favorite Hanson song?
Oh my God, there's so many. I mean, there's like obviously like the hits like Bop, or there's the deep cuts like Me, Myself, and I is one that I really can feel on a spiritual level. But they generally just put out a lot of feel good, fun stuff, and that's what I love, and that's kind of what I am trying to do with my own music.
I love it. I love it. My favorite is If Only. That's been my all-time favorite.
So that is the best song to like drive and roll the windows down, and it's like my road trip song.
Yes, mine too. I love it. It's
so
amazing.
Good.
So yeah, I think we're best friends now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but it's great. I can see you actually collaborating with Hanson. So out in the universe, let's hope it happens. Let's
put it out there, everybody who's watching. Let's put it out there into the world. You're so cool.
You are too. And one thing I like to ask the people I interview is, what is a fun fact about you that might surprise your fans?
What is a fun fact that might surprise them? Ooh, see, because like I feel like, especially like on Instagram, like on my stories and things like that, I'm pretty upfront with like the things that I love and the things that I like and I do. What would surprise them? Maybe, well, when I was young, I think this is an answer I've given before, but I think it is kind of weird and surprising. When I was a kid, when I was like, I really wanted to be a meteorologist. I was super obsessed with the weather.
Nice. Have you ever studied weather?
Other than obsessively watching the Weather Channel as a 13-year-old, there wasn't much beyond that.
You know what? Harvard offers a free class where you could take meteorology.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. I took it as a bucket list challenge for myself. Take something that scares me, and that's the class I took. And I'll send you the information. It. Yes.
I love that idea. Something that scares you. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be 40 in 3 years, so I'm doing a 40 by 40 bucket list. So I have a whole list of things I'm doing, and that was one of them.
You know what? More people should be doing that. I feel like that is such an like inspiring thing to hear, and I think more people should be making those kind of lists and literally just going down the list, checking it off, and enjoying your life.
Exactly. And my mom is doing a 70 by 70. She'll be 70 in 5 years, and she decided she's going to do it too because she was reading mine, and she's like, I want to do this too.
I love it. Oh, that's so great. You should like post about it and stuff.
I am. It's on TV Grapevine. So
perfect. I have to check some of it out. I love it.
Nice. And since we're a TV site, what are you watching on TV these days?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. So I will admit that I am one of those people that watches the same show over and over and over again, and that show is Friends. And I literally can't get enough of it. Like, it's all I watch. I go to sleep to it. So like I'm incredibly boring in the sense that like I don't watch a lot of like super new stuff. Clearly because that show is like 25 years old. But I tend to watch a lot of stuff like on Hulu, Netflix. Trying to think right now, I've been watching, I think it's like from a few years ago, the show Quantico. Did you ever see
Yeah, that's such a good one. Yeah, I watched it when it first came out. It's so good. Yeah, I won't ruin it for you, but it's really good.
Let me tell you, it is good, but it's one of those shows where you really have to pay attention or you completely lose the whole show. So yeah. I find really hard to like keep my phone down while I'm watching it and not focus on anything but what's in front of me.
Yeah, it's like, do not call me during the show. Do not bother me. Do not do anything.
Oh yeah, totally. Otherwise you're completely lost and you just can't keep going.
Exactly. You have to watch it twice, though, to really get it. Because the other you'll pick on something. Pick
Oh,
up on
see,
something
that's
that you missed.
smart. I might have to do that. I think I might have to.
Nice. And anything else you want to tell your fans?
Oh gosh. It's just that to anyone who's listened to any of my music or to anyone who's been to any show or, follows me on social media, thank you. This is,
Yes.
it's literally been like a lifelong dream of mine to even I did not imagine that I would even be writing my own song, let alone multiple songs and performing shows and like doing all this cool stuff. So I can't do it without people actually listening, or I mean I can, but then it's like not as in. So yeah, so it's just kind of like a thank you to that, and like hopefully just kind of keep your eyes open because I've got a lot more music coming down. Yeah, going back into the studio in a few weeks, so it should be cool.
Well, good luck with that, and thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It was so great to meet you.
Likewise. Let's talk soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.